Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic Blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of mega corporations and influential individuals since privacy laws first passed. Sources close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to breaching the Blade's defenses, despite an almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me, folks, I think they are just wasting their time. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
All right, Ripper, let's get started. Check my message board for a link to the Palisades lava wall servers. To extract data, you need to find data towers. Access the one ahead of you to begin. The server blocks ahead are vulnerable to remote hacking. Use it on them to clear a path. Some towers hold more data than others. You must reach the data objective for the breach point to reopen. You almost have enough data, Reaper. 1 or 2 more towers should do it. That's it. You have enough data. The breach point is open, but the AI core has activated its lockdown sequence. Hurry. If you don't get to the exit in time, any data your avatar carries will be lost. Well done, Reaper. As promised, the data you extracted has been converted into credits and experience. This is Palisades Lava Wall, the barrier protecting the corporate data we're after. I've hacked a booster pack into the next node. Open it now. Booster packs contain a variety of items that can help you survive. Access the next server and you'll see how to equip them. Equip your avatar with a weapon and ammo before entering this server. Switch to the loadout tab to transfer items from your reserve. All right, Ripper. Enter the lava wall server when you're ready. Heads up. This server is guarded by AI defenses. Expect a fight if you're spotted. Careful, there's a guard here. Downloading data attracts attention. Stick to cover or open fire, but if you're detected, reinforcements will spawn. Takedowns are a fast way to defeat enemies and keep things quiet. Just keep an eye on the energy usage. Some data towers can be tricky to access, but sometimes the way to them is easier than it seems. Find your way back to the exit before the lockdown completes. Move! The AI core will do do everything it can to prevent your escape. It regenerates AI defenses and finds ways to block your path. Doors like this seal shut when a lockdown is triggered. You'll have to find a route around them.
Movement detected.
Bravo. You're halfway through the lava wall servers. Another booster pack is waiting to be opened. It's rare, but some booster packs contain praxis kits. The points they provide are needed to unlock augmentations for your avatar. The shop is where you can buy additional booster packs to refill your reserve with weapons, ammo, and special items. All right, Ripper. Time to augment your avatar and make things more interesting. Augmentations provide your avatar with unique abilities that no item can match. Unlock the multi-jump aug now. You're going to need it to complete the next lava wall server. Try out your avatar's new ability. Use multi-jump to reach the tower ahead of you. You can reach even higher platforms by multi-jumping off server blocks. Get to the platform high above you. Avoid the turret ahead, or switch to EMP ammo to temporarily disable it. That's it, Reaper. Now return to the exit and get out of there. Armored enemies eat standard ammo like candy. Your skills are improving. As you gain experience, firmware updates will increase your avatar's memory and supply praxis points. Just one more lava wall server to go. The data from the Palisades network is within reach. Just one more lava wall server to go. The data from the Palisades network is within reach. Some servers will change the rules on you. In this one, the AI core activates the lockdown as soon as you enter. So let's change the rules too, shall we? Cheat modifiers alter the server rules, allowing you to do things you could never do otherwise. Just remember, each can only be used once. The AI core already knows you're here. Use what you've learned to quickly reach the objective and escape before the lockdown completes. Buona fortuna, Reaper.
Running default security algorithm.
Okay, you have enough data. Time is running out. Get out of there quick or you will lose it all. Well done. The more you improve your skills, the more you'll be able to push yourself and complete bonus objectives. Bravissimo! You've made it through the Palisades lava wall. Now, the real work begins. All right, Ripper. This is what we're here for. The Palisades corporate servers. The data within them contains what we need to expose the truth. Other Rippers are attacking the network. Each one's competing to be the best. This is a Tarbo server, everyone's favorite security company. Their servers are treated much like their security ops. Guards, cameras, tank patrols, it works.
Unauthorized presence detected.
There are also modifiers that can increase the degree of difficulty. Greater risk means bigger payoff, if you can handle it. Booster packs can also contain a variety of modifiers, which can provide temporary advantages when raiding a server.
Jensen! Oh, good. I'm glad I caught you. Remember that bombing you were in?
Are you trying to be funny?
No. What am I saying? Of course you do. I am seriously out of shape. I just sprinted the whole way here and,
Try and get to the point.
Right. You know the corrupted footage from the train station? The distorted images that pointed us in the direction of Ark?
What about it?
There's a woman who works at Ruzicka Station. Apparently, she's been trying to get in touch with Interpol. She says she has info on the security footage and wants to meet someone about it.
Seems like something we should have known about earlier. What's Miller saying about this?
Miller's not saying anything. Because I didn't talk to him about it. Yet.
We keeping things from the bosses now, Chang?
Only the ones who keep things from us. This woman, she sounded jumpy to me. If she knows who the bomber was... Jensen, something tells me you should try getting to her before anybody else does.
Where is she?
Waiting in the back alley on Stur Street. Her name is Pavla Kilmanovic.
All right, I'll see what she knows. Pavla Kilmanovic?
Sakra, you are augmented. I not think they sent... Yes, I am. You are with Interpol, yes?
At the moment. I'm told you have information on the train station attack.
Yes. No. Maybe. I work there, at Ruzicka Station in surveillance room. I was not there when bombs blow up. My shift did not started yet. But I am on my way, and when I hear explosions, I must go to see, to find out if my colleagues... There is so much devastation.
I know. I was there. Take your time.
It is horrible. Everything's so chaotic. When man from Tarvos arrive, it's hard for me to think straight.
Tarvos? The private security company?
He say he is part of investigation, and I believe him. I give him code to in telecom server room. I know maybe I should not, but he seems so like police, I think. He do something to corrupt the data.
What did he look like? Did you get a name?
No, he not give me one. And to tell you truth, once I see uniform, I not look closer. He looked like soldier to me. British soldier.
You're saying that because he had an accent?
Yes. How you know that?
I've been a cop a long time. How long after the explosions did this Tarvos soldier show up?
I not remember. Before police. I tell you everything I know. You must go now.
Hey, it's okay. We're just having a friendly conversation here. You're spooked about something, I can tell. But I'm not the police. Anything you say to me won't be used against you.
I thought...
It's okay. Go on.
I thought he just making a copy. for records. But then we see real police coming and he grabbed me. Give me credit chip. It is enough to help many victims of bombings. Many of my colleagues. But when I try to give it to them, they say no. And tell me to call Interpol.
So that's why you didn't speak up sooner. Because he bribed you.
You will arrest me now?
I told you I'm not the police. And I'm hoping you'll remember something more if I let you go.
There is no more. But I promise, I call Interpol again if I think of something. Thank you.
Chang, I spoke to Pavla Kilmanovic. Looks like someone from Tarvos got access to Ruzika's and telecam servers before the police.
Tarvos? What? You think they corrupted it? Why? Why would they do that, Jensen? I mean, I can't just call up Mr. Tarvos and ask, you know?
Leave the asking to me. They have a regional office in Prague, right?
Yeah, at Terminal Station. You need to take the metro to get there.
I'll let you know what I find out.
Oh, wait, Jensen. Terminal Station is on lockdown. Reports for why haven't come in yet, but let me work my magic. There. Just gave you access to a train. You should be able to get there with no problem now.
Hey, how did you get through the lockdown? No trains are supposed to stop here.
I'm with Interpol. I need to speak with someone in the Tarvos offices.
Well, I'm sorry, but there's a bomb scare going on outside. My lieutenant gave me strict orders not to let anyone through. You'll have to turn around or wait it out. Either way, I have a post to maintain.
Nice work with the train, Chang, but we got another problem. The lockdown here is due to a bomb scare. I can't get into Tarvos until it's resolved.
There is another way. I've been to that office before. They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station. But if you use it...
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. Especially if they're trying to cover up any involvement with ARC.
I'll reconnect when I've reached their command center. Jensen out.
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuace pokynů staniční obsluhy či lišovníků provozu. Za komplikace se hluboce omlouváme. Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních pokynů staniční obsluhy či důstojníků Tarvosu. Za komplikace se hluboce omlouvám.
Service advisory. A security lockdown is in effect. Please follow the evacuation instructions given by the station attendants or Targos
Up in the
officers.
booth.
We sincerely apologize for the...
Since this lockdown is on off.
Confirmed. The turret in the maintenance corridor is operational.
These sodding Renners are taking forever. And this lockdown is just another excuse, isn't it?
That's what you're complaining about. What about being ordered to guard the lift without the man upstairs authorizing key cards for us to use the bloody thing? Is this a sign of things to expect from the LT?
The lift was put in primarily for execs, and last I checked, you ain't one. Besides, it's not so bad. I'd much rather have a decision than to stick minutes on swamp upper
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních pokynů staniční obsluhy či důstojníků Tarvosu. Za komplikace se hluboce omlouváme.
Service advisory. A security lockdown is in effect. Please follow the evacuation instructions given by the station attendants or Targos officers. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience.
Remember, man, we're on a skeleton crew. The LT wants us to be on full alert during this lockdown. Narrow patrol is protocol. Maintain eyes open. Confirmed.
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních pokynů staniční obsluhy či
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
coming.
I was talking about some serious shit. So let's keep going. Now that Sarah has been bankrupt and been summarily taken over by Taeyong Medical, we've really gone to territory. Not that we can control what this world is. We're currently just standing by and letting the most evil biotech companies in the world become a monopoly that's in control of the most dangerous. On the planet. I warned you years ago about production equaling destruction. That the factory line T-model esque production levels of this unconventional technology would lead to worldwide destruction thanks to Sarah. I warned you that the lack of supervision of the drug pushers would lead to mass hysteria and murder. And
Reminder. Any employee who misplaces or loses their weapon will be fined.
exactly what I said. Murder! Murder that we are still paying for, both emotionally and practically.
So, how's the Ranger moving?
Brilliant. I love it, Heck. The motors feel much better than the last one.
They should. The suit's balance was completely reconfigured, and they tweaked the hand controls. Have a go around, won't you? Let's test mobility next.
Heard something. We'll report.
Stay true.
Was nothing. Move to narrow.
Please be advised. Range 5 will be closed for maintenance for the next 24 hours.
Mobility system checking out. Won't be able to test the weapon system.
Will you relax? We were following orders. We didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, he did. Don't know what he did when he was...
That's in there. We're soldiers. We don't need an explanation. We get into trouble.
General message. Due to the security lockdown, All non-essential training sessions and equipment tests have been cancelled.
We'll be fine.
Chang, I'm at the command center.
Good timing. Miss Kilmanovic called again. Said the Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him. The kind you'd need a request email and the lieutenant's blessing to use.
That means an order may have come from the top. I'll see what I can find out in the lieutenant's office.
His name's Whitaker, and if I'm right, his office will be up on the mezzanine.
Men, this is Lieutenant Whitaker. These are trying times. In the streets outside, local police are investigating something that may turn out to be a terrorist bomb. I expect everyone at their best during this lockdown. This means total commitment to Tarvos.
Confirmed.
Right now.
And your fellow officers. And me.
Kevin.
That is all. Carry on.
Yesterday, you guys.
If you have any more issues, I'll be in line.
And it's a pleasure to speak with you too, Eliza. Listen, I know opponents are saying the Human Restoration Act is a step back, a devastating blow against basic human rights. These social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The audience in it threw everything off the rails. Since then,
Hold. Go. Hold. Go.
Attention. A live heavy equipment test is currently underway in the storage bay. Please remain clear of the area until further notice.
Correct. Maintain eyes on.
picked up something.
Make it quick.
Schedule update. The revised video
Minor
control
audio.
room
I'll
on
check.
augmented combatants
Hurry back.
will be screened continuously tomorrow, every hour in screening room A. It is open to all Tarvos employees. General message. We apologize for the copy machine being offline. We hope to have it fully functional tomorrow. The exercise room will be closed for maintenance until the end of the month.
Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of mega corporations and Attach rock assembly.
Safe harbor initiative, my ass. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, it can't be worse than Gollum City, but there's no way this ends up okay. Brown has been avoiding all the tough questions. Human restoration gets passed, while the crime syndicates lick their chops waiting for cheap to win massively over the drug trade. Routes like the traffic of goods in that area, there's no guarantee the shipments will get hijacked away from here. I think workers not seen Lawrence of Arabia. It's gonna be no prisoners! No prisoners! All over again. And let's say we don't fight the crime families so as not to disrupt the status quo. Can Santo really guarantee there won't be crates of neuropozyne roasting in the
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Another AUG incident? All I know is you natches out there better not be planning to take a tour of this place anytime soon, or you're gonna get trapped in there. And Kurt Russell is old as fuck, so there ain't gonna be no escape from
Chang, Whitaker may be involved in this. He ordered equipment off the record that could have been used to corrupt the footage.
He did something unofficial at Tarvos? That's huge, Jensen.
The information I found is only circumstantial, but it's enough to confront him. I'll get back to you if I catch him in a talking mode.
And we at Palisade made resting notes priority point. Information archived within the walls of Palisade.
Not kill a scene.
The best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, Hug the news. Always watching, because you are always watching. Joined by the head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Stanton.
remember too. Yes, yes, yes. Of course. I'm sorry, sis. I've done absolutely everything in my power to keep you.
Lieutenant Whitaker?
I have to go. Something's come up. Who are you? How did you get into my office?
I'm with Interpol. We have reason to believe someone from Tarvos Security Services tampered with evidence at Ruzicka Station shortly after the terrorist attack occurred. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Interpol? What the hell are you talking about? How dare you accuse Tarvos of collaborating with terrorists?
It's not an accusation, Whitaker, it's a fact. Someone from this office corrupted the station's Intellicam footage using a modified RDT device. And I'm pretty sure that someone was you.
What? That is preposterous. Where would you get an idea like that?
Your IT department sent an email. Alan, the LT, came to me today. Demanded I give him an RDT device reconfigured to spot corrupt digital data. Said he'd submit the paperwork later. Shall I continue? Or would you like to explain now?
It's not what it looks like. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not an AUG sympathizer. And it wasn't a Tarvos mandate or anything like that. I had to protect my sister.
Your sister? Your sister was the bomber?
No, she would never. It was her husband. Ark got to him. Brainwashed him somehow. My brother-in-law was a proud man. Was a good mechanic. But after the incident, people didn't trust dogs around machinery.
He lost his job. He and your sister would have been forced to move to Gollum City then. You sure he was a member of ARC?
Well, isn't everyone in that place? And you have to be if you want to survive. When he lost his license to work, he became bitter and resentful. ARC must have preyed on that. It's what terrorists do.
It's what somebody did. I'm just not sure it was ARC. I need his name, Lieutenant.
He's dead. But my sister isn't. You ID the bomber, and the next thing that happens is the police start tearing through Gollum City looking for her. So no, I'm not telling you his name.
I get that you want to protect your sister, Lieutenant, and I even agree. Once the bomber's name gets out, she probably will be in danger. But I can help with that, if you give me the name.
I swear to you, she had nothing to do with the attack. And my brother-in-law... Ivan was just a pawn. He couldn't organize anything if he tried. Burke. His name was Ivan Burke.
That was a neat trick, the way you corrupted the Intellicam data. Any chance it can be restored?
No. The remote data transfer device he uses is very efficient. There's no way to recover the original data.
Has Tarvos tampered with footage like this in the past?
I'm in enough trouble as it is, Agent. I'm not adding more by answering that.
Did your sister ever mention anyone else from ARC? Someone Ivan might have spent a lot of time with?
You mean the one who recruited him? No, not specifically, no. There were a couple of guys he'd sometimes drink with. T-Bone, Lou Bosch... I don't know. Oh, but there was this one guy. He came by their apartment about a week ago. A big Russian. Left a note and signed it Old Blue Eye. She said he seemed friendly enough, but was glad he didn't stay.
And your sister? If I'm gonna help her, I need her name too.
Melissa. If you're serious about helping her, there are only two ways you can. Get her out of there. Or keep Ivan's name out of it.
I understand. I appreciate your coming clean, Lieutenant. Even so, I wouldn't leave town if I were you. You've made this investigation harder than it should have been.
I have no intention of leaving. Why? What are you going to do now?
Look, Lieutenant, I know you took action to protect your sister, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't report everything you've told me, including why you interfered.
Right. I understand. You'll have my full cooperation. And to prove it, I'll order my men to stand down until you're clear of the building.
Men, this is Lieutenant Whitaker. In the midst of our lockdown, an Interpol agent penetrated our defenses. We'll deal with the ramifications later. For now, show him to the lift so we can access the metro. Whitaker, out. One of my men will be waiting for you at the lift. It'll take you down to the metro level.
Chang, make sure there's a metro train available for me at Terminal Station.
Did you find out who corrupted the footage?
I did better than that. I'll fill you in on the details back at HQ.
I already told you where the lift is. Out in the hall.
In response to the bomber. That's it. You're looking for the lift. It's at the end of the hall.
Hey, this is the lift that'll get you to the metro level.
The access door around the corner will see you to the metro. I had a second date with that coffee shop guy.
Great, but I need to focus on this. Trying to book flights and hotels for my whole family, and a great deal just popped up. Later.
Hey, Steve?
Okay.
Well, I want to put this one to bed. No, I'm not a member of the collective. And no, I don't know who this mysterious Janus person is, although I'd like to meet him.
Service advisory.
Somehow you managed to find a way into our offices.
Služební. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů.
Chang.
You got here quick. So let's have it, Jensen. Who's our bomber, and how the hell is Tarvos involved?
Someone inside ARC is working against Rucker and his ideals. They brainwashed Whitaker's brother-in-law, Ivan Burke, into bombing the station. Whitaker corrupted the footage to protect his sister from any backlash. We should get her into protection before going public.
Nice work, Jensen. You must have been quiet in there. Tarvos hasn't reported anything.
I like to get answers without creating new questions.
Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades. The most secure corporate archiving facilities in the world.
Jensen, I've been spotted. The AI core is cutting off my communications. Shadow Child, she may be able to help.
We are human beings. Each and every one of us. This must not go on. This injustice must end.
An increase in the number of terrorist attacks highlights the danger posed by augmented citizens.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
Help me!
Sometimes, you just have to let go and embrace what you've become. They've worked from the shadows for years, shaping the future, manipulating lives, controlling information. Innocents have died as they play their game.
We will not sit idly by and allow our rights to be eroded out of fear and ignorance any longer. We will not be herded into ghettos and treated as outcasts. We will stop at nothing.
The world is different now. The old rules no longer apply. So much pain. So many lies. Their darkness must end.
This should be your fight as well, brother. The promise of a golden age is over.
I won't let it happen again.
How did we get here?
Technology is advancing at a phenomenal rate. Artificial eyes to cybernetic limbs.
The promise of a better future.
We now have the choice to free ourselves from any kind of limitation.
Strength, power, speed. Now I focus on what really matters.
Have these augmentations really been tested?
There are people who say that what is happening is unnatural, that we're playing God. But people were scared of electricity, and where would the world be without
What
that?
happens if this technology falls into the wrong hands?
Diseases or viruses that could wipe out the human race.
Scenes of terror are being witnessed worldwide.
What kind of madness has gripped the mechanically augmented people? 9 million deaths confirmed and counting.
This is an attack on humanity and the universal values that we share.
These people were hacked. They had no control.
What is the appropriate response? And can we actually protect ourselves from this happening again?
I have no idea what happened.
I would never...
You tried to kill me. At what point will governments consider the idea of segregation? For all our sakes.
We can be politically correct, or we can be foolish. But it's gonna get worse and worse.
The Czech Republic adds its voice to a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
No
Reports of severe shortages of the drug neuropozyne required to inhibit the rejection of augmentations.
And we will fight for our God-given rights to defend our will.
In a sign of growing anti-augmentation sentiment, thousands march.
It doesn't matter how many idiots you get out there on the street. We will not relinquish our limbs. Do you understand?
What is happening on this planet is a mass fear-mongering, and the mainstream media pushing this narrative.
The officer suffered severe facial
Incident after incident after
You need
incident.
to be afraid, because they are coming for you.
We will not be made slaves to corporations. We will rise up.
To them, we are the enemy.
Have you seen what your kind are doing?
My kind? You sound just like them.
We've come to a tipping point.
I can't live like this anymore.
This violence is completely out of control.
The road is being paved for this corporate militants.
What do they have planned for us?
Why are they building concentration camps?
What's going on out there?
Reports of multiple fatalities. Only one way to deal with these bloodthirsty fanatics.
A lot of people die. Now you want to take away our freedom? You will pay for it in blood.
Multiple detonations looks like car bombs.
The Augmented Rights Coalition denies responsibility.
The Segregation Act has been passed into law, effective immediately.
Augmented persons are being asked to move to safe and secure segregated districts.
I don't want them to take me.
We are still your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters, your lovers. We lost everything. Our dreams, our innocence. Where are you taking her? Where are you taking her? Our humanity.